Let me get this out of the way right now. I was introduced to Ryan, the internet junkie hedgehog, by watching Mr. Sir Raven's video on him. And you might be thinking, why would I do it if he already did it? Is it because I'm jumping on a bandwagon? Or is it because I might have a borderline creepy stalker obsession with Scandinavians based on my username? Well, yes to both these things. I'm kidding about that last one, though, but I do like Icelandics. But I do feel I have something different to add to build upon the subject of tracing and recolors and the definitions of each. So, let's get started.
Unlike the other FC designs, this one isn't a recolor, it's a trace.
The image I'm showing you now is of a widely known Sonic fan character named Sonichu. As you can see, the technique the artist used to make some of the art for this fan character was by tracing a picture of Sonic in a similar pose. A trace is a verbatim reproduction of the original work by either drawing over it with clear paper or just using it for a reference. But it's clear that the fan character has different coloration and features from the original work it was traced from. In fact, much of the art of Sonichu in the comic series wasn't traced at all and was hand-drawn from scratch by the artist. So with that knowledge, it isn't correct to call Sonichu a mere tracing. In fact, many historians of Sonichu have labeled Sonichu a recolor. Ryan, the thing is, you seem to be assuming that traces and recolors are detached from each other, like one can never be the other. But it's clear that Sonichu and Ryan the Hedgehog have properties of both traces and recolors. But you might be saying, oh, I added some more quills on Ryan the Hedgehog's back, which is original, and Sonichu's ears and tail are totally different from Sonic's. Well, you're right. Those parts of them are original. You see, I learned from a little video by Midnight Prime that there are actually different levels of recolors. There's bare recolors that are just a palette swap, but there's also recolor edits and customs that add more features to the base than just color swapping. But it doesn't change the fact that you used a base image to make it. At its core, it's still a recolor. You can't just get away with it by calling it a trace and assuming that it will get trolls off your back about recoloring. Why would you even be relieved to say it's not a trace, it's a recolor? If it was just a trace and not a recolor, all it would be a picture of Sonic with nothing altered. Do you see how that takes even less effort and creativity than recoloring? My advice to you and all the other recolor artists is to learn anatomy and structure and perspective. It's not hard to look up drawing tutorials online. It might take longer to learn the fundamentals than just tracing it, but if you're so keen on drawing it on paper, you might as well go all the way, since you're not just using the bucket tool on MS Paint. And don't get so worked up over a few dislikes. It's a number with a red bar on it on a computer screen. It can't hurt you. It can only make you feel bad if you let it.